Welcome everyone, MaxxPowered Gaming. Thank you for being here. We're glad you could make it. With about 14 hours left in sealed, we're going to go ahead and get our last one in here. We'll be at work all day tomorrow and we'll not be able to get one more sealed event, so let's go ahead and do one while we still can. I like the sealed events, and here we are for our packs. Let's see what we get. Open. All right. Plaza of Harmony, Verity's Circle, Pestilent Spirit, Precognitive Perception, Awaken the Erstwhile, and Anikia of the Old Ways. So, nothing earth-shattering. I do like a couple of these cards. Verity's Circle is not really in a deck that's not built for it. Plaza of Harmony is a very Gates deck, but Nikia is limiting, however powerful. Awaken the Erstwhile, I don't see getting any use here. So really the two, three that I may use, the Pestilent Spirit I actually like very much, especially if we compare it up with some Rakdos burn spells, Carnival Carnage, so because pretty much any spell damage is going to kill any creature. Plaza Harmony, we'll use it if we wind up using two gates. If not, then we won't. And Perception here is just a great draw 3, and if you can cast it during your turn, there's really nothing else to do. You get to scry 3, so it's a good late game draw to get what you need. All right, let's see. Let's take a look. White. Orator's okay. Rally to Battle's okay. Sending a Messenger has a lot of value. I like Sending a Messenger. Otherwise, white's pretty lame. Nothing too crazy here. We do have a Terramander for blue, which is a great card. Sage's Row I like as well for an early play. Slimebind has use. Shimmer's decent. There's the Perception. Thought Collapse, good counter there, and a Gateway Sneak, so a little gateway action here. Alright, in a black, 2 Thirsting Shades, we did get an Ill-Gotten Inheritance, which is my favorite card in Limited. Noxious is decent, Drill Bit's decent, there's the Pestilent Spirit, which is good. 2 Consigns to the Pit, which is an expensive removal, but a removal nonetheless. We've got 2 Undercity's Embrace, which is a restricted removal, so power 4 or greater. It's still removal for bigger creatures. Vindictive Vampire also has some good value. Blade Jugger has some good value. So some decent black cards here. We may have to swing into black. Let's look at red. Picked up a Scourge Mark. We do have a Skewer. We do have a Dagger Caster, so did we pick up? We did not pick up the Death Touch spell. No. Okay. However, we do have couple decent cards. I actually like the Recluses. For 5 mana, getting a 6/5 is pretty good. Nothing too crazy here otherwise. Green. Open the gates for a Gates deck. We got a Wilderness Reclamation. 2 Titanic Brawls, which are okay removals. Regenesis if we would have to cast it, and a Biogenic Upgrade, which is great and limited. So some decent green as well. Did get a Law Mage's Binding, which is good removal for Nazuro's color. 2 Final Payments, some more removal in a black-white Orzhov. Grasping Thrall is decent. Firewheeler, actually get a lot of value. There's a Carnival Carnage we were talking about earlier. Okay. Not too much Gruul to go with our Nikia, although well, the 2 we did get are good cards. 1 Growth Spiral. Nothing too crazy for Simic. I do like Field Mystics. Gates, we got Rakdos and Orzhov. Okay. So I think we're definitely going to be leaning black. We do have some good cards that I like here, so we'll just pull in the ones. I do like some of my red, so we can have some Rakdos right there. 29 cards. You know, if I would need to pull in a couple more to fill, I could pull in a couple more to fill. White, I don't think we're missing much. Blue, we did get some good draws. We did get some good cards. But I just don't know if it's worth it. You know, 2 Thought Collapses, which is a good card. A Sage Row. A Perception. the slime vine removal. Alright. Could go Simic with the Reclamation. We do have a couple adapts that we could get into. Huh. If we were to pick our other Rakdos cards, not really left with too much. So we'd have to fill with 9. Do we splash? Or do we go into Simic? Do we splash Orzhov here? I don't think green's worth getting into. I think we just take a couple more black-red and don't, if anything, splashing into blue. Not a lot of early removal here, but some decent. Let's see, if we were to fill up, don't really like Spike Wheel, but if you can get the Spectacle, 3 mana for a 5/2 is not bad. Rebel Belt. Five for a 4/2 with the discards. Nothing that great. The Roustabout's okay. We could pick up a Locket. Could splash into green. But we didn't get anything to really help us into blue. If we get into Gruul colors for a little bit of a splash, what will we get? Collision, Zuktar Goblin, Nikia probably doesn't fit very well. What else would we want to grab? Titanic Brawls maybe. Biogenic Upgrade maybe. That's 2. No, I don't think we're going to splash. Do we splash? No. Let's just fill up with what we got and keep it 2 color. Alright, we'll pick up 335. We'll take another Embrace. We will pick up our Gore Clan. We'll pick up our second Recluse. Maybe 2 Thirsting Shades. Let's just take a look. We are very heavy in the 4s, probably a little bit too heavy with not a lot of early drops. Alright. Let's take away one of our Recluses, maybe. Let's drop a Spike Wheel. Let's drop a Gore Clan. And let's pick up maybe another... Maybe we get our Maca and Thirsting Shade. It's not horrible. Not horrible. Not great. Questioning the Spear Spewer. No, let's just go ahead and run with this and see what kind of fun we can have. Do we pick up a Locket? If we pick up a Locket, what would we drop? What's worse? What's better than a Locket here? Maybe a Thirsting Shade? Double mana restriction, the only highway is a Rakdos. We do want the earlier Swamps. Okay, let's give it a go with what we got. Alright. That's pretty pretty hard for me not to splash into a third color. Blue was looking good, or we could have gone into more of a simic base and splashed into black instead. But we're going to see what we got here. Alright, 3 mana, 2 colors. We do have a 2-drop. We do have a 1-drop that we won't probably use as a 1-drop. We do have a 3-drop, so we'll go ahead and keep this opening hand. It does give us some early game play. It doesn't really matter what I show first. Showing just green so far. Let's not show black yet. Every little bit of advantage you can get against your opponent, why not do it? Why not? So, could have thrown out a black swamp, but let's just make him pass again. Huh, he's sitting on some big cards there. So now we will get the black and we'll get our roustabout out. And we will swing for 2. And he is still passing his turn. Oof, that's rough. Luckily for him, we don't have a whole heck of a lot to do except to assist him with his hands, which we will do. Make him discard 2. And then we will swing for 5. So he's got Gruul colors and blue. Huh. So he did the normal strategy that I take with these. Fogged for a turn. Let's go ahead and see what he's holding on to. I think what we'll do is we'll drop his shimmer so we can't dig. In case he gets a blue. There's not a whole lot more that we can do, unfortunately. We don't want to... Got his blue. Growth spiral going on. Actually, second blue out. Okay. Is he going to apply Biomancy? Yes, he is. Swinging for just the 2 this turn. We've got some okay removal if he gets a creature on the board. Doesn't look like he is gonna get much to work with either. So we'll just swing for our 5 damage. He's down to 3. Terramander coming in. We'll just make him sacrifice just because. Like he did not draw well. Alright, good game. Spider eyes. I look to run into a lot of the same issues that I would usually run into when building my crazy decks. Alright, let's continue this on. So we do have a turn 1 play with Thirsting Shade. We do have a turn 2 removal if we need to. Vindictive is a 4-drop. We'll keep it. It's not ideal, but not horrible either. Alright, did not really get much to do. We'll keep showing, actually no, we will do a 1 damage lifelink here. It's a 2-point swing for us. Up against some Rakdos colors as well. Plague Rite coming in. I think we're probably just going to get rid of him right now. Just fine. Then we'll pump. 2 damage lifelink. 23-17. We have a 6 damage, 6 life advantage at this point. We hope that we do not draw into any mana, and Ill-Gotten Inheritance would be a perfect pickup in my opinion. What's left on the board, can easily place it down. Instead, we will get our Vindictive Vampire out. He got a white, so maybe that's what he was waiting for, to get something going. Carrion Imp comes into the play. We did get our Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Perfect, and we won't attack. Pestilence Spirit card. Alright, I don't like that card. Going to kill that pestilence. We did not, so we will throw our own out on the battlefield. And probably 2 points of free damage for us. I don't think he's going to sacrifice. He does not. Alright. Kavaros, Summer Judgment coming in. $17-14. We got our mana for Consign the Pit. I think our best bet is to eliminate the new threat he just pulled out. The 8-18. He's got 6 mana to play with, 2 cards, and we gotta consume. Alright. 13-11. 10-14. And we got our Blade Juggler, which we will cast. And we'll make him make a decision. Probably going to kill the Imp is my thought. Pestilence Spirit has a lot of additional side play where Imp is just flying. Yep, there it goes. So we'll be trading off 3 damage a turn. We have the advantage there, and we can consign a card, a creature next turn. He's just going to come in with the Pestilence Spirit. We'll just make him sacrifice. Keeping a removal with us. Well played. See if he gets anything to put on the board. That's a good card. That is a good card. We've got 1 creature removal. A couple more turns left. We did not want to keep getting another land. We don't need the flooding right now. Orator, alright. Oh, he gets life on that? How did he... Switch your card, you create a long way button which creature jumping and flying. How did he just gain a life there? I'm confused. Oh, okay. The Orator. I think our better bet is to drop you. So it doesn't get any more health, and we will kill him next turn with our ill-gotten inheritance. That doesn't change the end of the game here. You can go ahead and exile, give another creature. That still does not change the outcome of this next turn. I think we've got game 2 in the bag. There's 4-13. And then we'll just go ahead and end it right now. So that is a good game. There it is. Okay, game 2. Alright, not bad. Still a lot of cards that are pre-Guilds of Ravnica that I do not know. We winded down pretty good in the end of that deck. We maybe just got a little bit lucky with our top decking. A couple of those removals were definitely helpful as well. Alright, who do we have here? Waifu Lives Matter. 3 mana, 2 colors, 1 play, which we probably won't play as a 1. We do have a 2-drop, we do have a 3-drop Sacrifice, and a 4-drop. We'll go ahead and keep this. Allows us to curve out, not super strong. We'll show red, since our first drop will be a 2 as a red. Possible Gates deck we're up against here. Gruul Guild Gate coming in. We might get Scorched. Might get Shocked. No, I mean Scorched. There's no shocks in this set. Still waiting on Waifu Lives Matter to play a card. His land. Puts a swamp down. Passes his turn. We don't really have a turn 3 to play, unfortunately. So we'll just swing for 2. Holding something that he's considering playing. We'll end our turn. Luckily, Undercity's Embrace is a instant, so if he plays down a creature, we'll be able to force him to sacrifice it. Waifu's definitely eating up some time here. That's okay. Everybody's entitled to. If I had my choice to use Chrono of Carnage, I'd probably rather take out a creature rather than force a random 2 discard. When you don't control the discards, you generally it's not worth it unless your deck's built around it, because people are going to be able to rotate out the cards that they're not going to be able to play based on the mana they have, based on the way the game's folding out. Alright, so let's play the... We'll go ahead and get rid of that, rid of that. So we can release the swing for 2. Go to Guild Gate, so that's all we will be able to do is swing for 2. Anything with 1 health that comes out, we'll be able to eliminate with the Carnal Carnage. Otherwise, we will be playing our Ill-Gotten Inheritance next turn with an empty board. This is nice. One of the benefits of only going 2 color is you get to focus a bit more, guarantee some drops. I don't think he has anything he can do about that. The red does have an enchantment removal, I believe. And we'll just swing for our 2 damage. So now we'll be doing 3 damage a turn total if the board doesn't change, equaling a 4-point swing with the health that we're picking up here. Alright, so he goes ahead and the deck's my 2/2. Okay. Uses a bit of removal there, cleans up the board. Let's see if he can add something down to the board. Otherwise, we'll probably be dropping out our Recluse. And he's thinking about something. Acrobat comes into play, which we really can't do much about. Scorch would have been nice to see there. Alright, so we will go ahead and drop our Recluse down and pass our turn. There we go. If he swings, we'll probably just take the 5 damage so we can keep our Recluse open for next turn. And if he holds back, we will attack regardless and let our vampire do a 1-point damage swing. Spawn of Mayhem coming in. Alright, so he's got a bomb on the field. I don't have any removal in hand. It's not particularly what we wanted to see. Alright, so that makes things interesting. Well, we have to attack with our belt, so we might as well at least get a little bit of value out here. We'll probably block with his spike wheel, and that he does. He will be doing 1 point of damage to himself. This might get a little bit hairy when he gets under 10 and starts pumping up the spawn. We can't deal with him yet. He's probably thinking if he should attack or not, or keep him up as a defender to block the vampire. Juggler comes into play. He gets a draw. If we can pick up another mana, we can have a nice Carnage combo. Probably give him the 3/3 counter. So we no longer are able to do anything on the ground. He's got too much out. Did get that. So we will do what we can. We picked up another recluse for next turn, so let's just go ahead and make him discard 2. Let's see what he was holding on to here. We should be able just to finish him off the next turn with the way things are going. He'll hit us for 5 this turn, he'll hit us for 6 the next turn. So he's swinging with his juggler. 5. So nobody has, so if he does this, he's dead. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, okay. He gets smart and pulls back. Alright. 6, 5. Whenever another creature you control dies. Yeah, so it would be best to sacrifice you. It gets him down to 5. My turn forward. Elgato Inheritance kills him. We'll just go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, just because we can. And good hand. Alright, so got an Inheritance. Saves the day yet again. My favorite card in Limited. Well, one of my favorite cards in Limited. Alright, let's keep going here. Our Rakdos theme sealed deck. Not really any bombs, not really anything significant in there. We've been doing a good job of curving out pretty good, skipping a turn here or there, but maintaining board presence, which has been very important for our wins. And let's see what we get to go up against now. Alright, 3 mana, 2 colors. We have a turn 1 drop, we got a turn 2 removal, turn 3 removal, turn 3 creature. We'll go ahead and keep this. You're on the play, so we'll get our Thirsting Shade out. Let's see if we can get an idea of what wild card is up to here. Green on the battlefield. We don't have to show red yet, but in case he does make a play, we will Scorch. $19.21. Rule colors being shown right now. Cinder Vines coming in with a non-creature spell. Cinder Vines deals 1 damage to the player. Sacrifice Cinder Vines, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller. Okay, so an anti-spell, anti-enchantment. we just stick with our creatures. Don't impact us too much. Just know every time we cast a spell, we'll be taking 1 extra damage, so it's 2 damage worth right there. I'm sure he's going to counter. Yes, he does. I think our play here is to make him sacrifice, take the 1 point of damage, and swing in for 4. There's our 1 point of damage. Sacrificing. Alright, 1422. I'd like to get Vampire comes in, so it's an easy scorch target right there. Prevents lifelink. We'll throw out our Noxious. 1022. We're in a good position right now. Alright, I think the play here is coming with you two, so if he blocks, he'll kill me, I'll kill him regardless of who he blocks with. Chooses to take out the Rakdos Ravnica, an extra point of damage out of that, and we get an extra point of damage through our damage. So we got lethal next turn. If the board state doesn't change, we can pump our thirsting shade for that 6 total points of damage. Right now we're sitting at 623. Wild card still has 6 cards in hand, only 3 mana. He puts out a Guild Mage. We'll put our Blade Juggler out. Let's see what we draw. We do get the land. So we'll play a Blade Juggler. Probably would have been a mistake. I should have attacked with my Thirsting Shade and then pumped him. Keep the Shade back then. Or do I just attack with my Noxious? Yeah. Oh, I should have attacked it with the Vampire. He couldn't even kill him. That was a mistake on my part. Okay, little mistake. We recognized it. Could have been down an extra 2 points of damage, but down to 3. Although we do have lethal if the board state does not change. Finally gets his 4th mana down, so we might see something he's been sitting on for a while, waiting to cast. Maybe it doesn't come in. It does get him 2 life, which is nice. Chances are he's going to take out the Blade Juggler, which gives me the Vampire getting through and an extra point of damage through losing a creature. We have no cards. He has 5. 5 mana for the first time, so we might see something big come down, something useful. Maybe a removal. He's looking at Vindictive Vampire right now. But I got lethal with Rebel Belt, which he'd have to deal with. even if he gets one creature down, it's still, and doesn't do something with my other two. Okay. So that's game. We will just pump our Thirsting Shade. Good game, sir. Alright, wild card. Well played. Let's continue on. And same card. Okay. I think I read something on Reddit recently where a lot of people are complaining that they're getting the same random card rewards over and over and over and over again. Well, we did not get our ill-gotten inheritance out that game. But that Vindictive Vampire was pretty much serving as... maybe that... I wonder if the Vindictive Vampires are tokens included? Because that could be fun for an Aristocrat, Sacrifice the Afterlife kind of a deck with ill-gotten inheritances out. That could be a lot of damage every turn. Alright, we're gonna mulligan this. We don't need 5 mana in an opening hand, and we would have nothing to cast until turn 4. Although Rakdos Firewheel is a great card, especially in limited, when you can make full advantage of its 2 damage removal, as well as 2 damage to the face, and get, I think it's a 4/3. Yep, 4/3. They kept. We will keep, and we need the mana. I think that's like rule number 1. No matter what, gotta get that 3rd man out. We got a turn 1 and a turn 2. We got a skewer probably, maybe if we can get it off with a Thirsting Shade. All right, Swan Mars. If we get a 2 health or less creature, perfect. We'll be Scorching. Threat, do a 2-point damage swing here. You know, Thirsting Shade has made a significant impact as well, and I generally don't play with them. I guess you currently go wrong for a 1/1 with Lifelink. And then you've got the unlimited sync ability. Alright, he's doing a long time thinking on what his play is here. We've got some options for our turn 3, which is nice. Interesting. Let's see if he gets Rakdos at all, or we're just going to swing for our 1 with Thirsting Shade for a 2-point damage swing. Okay. 1822. Might be, no, gets his 3rd mana. And still nothing. Interesting. Might as well pump. Do another point of damage, so we'll do 4, get him down to 14, get ourselves up to 24. Okay. We could have skewered there, but no. So we will most likely just make him sacrifice that and swing in for 3. The risk with doing that is yes, it is a restricted removal, where if they only have one creature down the battlefield, you're definitely removing him. Whereas if I used Skewer and he comes out with something that's greater than 4 damage or 4 health, Skewer doesn't work against him. Alright, so here we are just going to attack for our 3. Do we want to pump? Contemplating, do we save this and just hit for 4? Yeah, I think we'll just pump. 727. 826. He's got 5 mana down. Mammoth Spire coming out. Look at that. Bam. We've got nothing to really do here. We will just swing with our Noxious. Of course, he'll let him go through. I think in this scenario, we draw another body on the board. Bring the mountain out. And skewer. $424. We can't attack with the mammoth. He's gonna have to let 2 people through. I'll probably take the blade driver, so I'll be doing 4 Domber. Give himself 2 mana. Is that enough?
Let's just fight.
To get another 2 drop? No, it's not. He's digging deep. He can pick up a 1 drop. He did not. So that, I think, is game. Alright, so let's see here. I need the 3 here. If I attack with all 3, he's definitely going to probably block the Blade Dweller, which means 4 damage is getting through that way. So we will next, attack, 3 attackers. He's going to block the Blade Dweller. He will pump, and it will be good game. Alright, Swan Mars, well played. Good game, sir. It was going to change very quickly for me with that Domri on the battlefield, so I'm glad we got through that. Alright, on our way. Very happy we decided to not splash blue in the original deck. Simple. Keep it simple, stupid. The old kiss technique. Alright, this is pretty identical to last, but we'll definitely mulligan. We don't need 5 lands with turn 4 being our soonest. Turn 3. That's a pretty late start for us, but it does come in with some... We'll keep because we get to scry. We don't need another land. Hopefully we can get a 1 or 2 drop. And we got 3 drop, so we got 2 3 drops. We get our gate out there. Flying Pegasus comes in. And not much that we can do, so we'll just end our turn. Hopefully he drops something with 2 health and we can promptly eliminate that. Locket comes into play. Okay, good play. Good turn 3 play. Grabbed himself nicely. We will get out a Rakdos Roustabout. Roostaboot. which I never really liked at first. 3 mana for 3/2, below your vanilla stats check. And his, you know, when he's blocked, he's going to do an extra 1 point of damage. Ooh, that hurt a little bit. 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. We'll get you out. See if we can get some additional value out of our. See who takes the trade. Who takes the damage. Phase change. It'd be very nice for us to be able to pull a mana next turn, because then we could do a combo. He's probably gonna pump. Yeah. Nothing with 2 mana, or 2 health. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's lay down this deck first off. And we will see if he decides to sacrifice that Skitter Eel. He does not. So having that Noxious out is making him think a little bit more than he would have otherwise. We will get the Skitter Eel for sure. And I think I'll take the rest. Slime Bind at -2, there's the -2. Ugh. Nice fairy. Gets the adapting or delightful. Alright, definitely need to block that 5/5. And we will eliminate flyer. Oh, that was a mistake. I could have killed anybody with the Pestilent Spirit out. Huh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points of damage. Skitter Eel, I'll take with the Pestilent. I wonder if. Alright, so instant and sorcery spells. So neither of these count. Nicely done. That's a shame. Gotta put our Firewheeler out. You might have a Quench, but we've got 2 mana. Target up to 1 creature or Planeswalker. Doesn't matter. Two, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's got his flyer. I'm gonna get that 1, huh? He's got his Pegasus. Alright, good game. I'll take a 1-1 loss. Walk away with my chin up high. You know, one of the benefits of recording your games here, not only sharing them with people and getting some criticism, hopefully, but you can go back and watch it yourself. So you can go back and see if I had made a mistake that would have changed the outcome of that game, since it came down to just 1 point of damage. All right, Saran, Soren. 4 mana, 2 colors, a turn 1 play, Skewer and a Dagger Caster. We'll keep this. Probably not the best one to keep. Okay, that's good. The reason I say that is that generally I want to go 3 mana in opening hands and be able to curve 1, 2, 3. We don't really have a 2 curve. On this, we can skewer for an extra 3 damage, so that we hold it back for a removal. I'm gonna hold on to Tunnel Carnage Dentistry because it's a very good combo with each other, and it could be 4 points of damage to a creature. I'm just gonna throw a Locket out. Mountain. Might as well pump them up. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully the board doesn't change too drastically with this 5 mana. I'm sure it's going to, and we can get it gotten out. Alright, that's not bad. We can just force our way through that one. Yeah, this will work out good. Scorch. Will attack for 1. Play a little bit. See what we're dealing with here. I think we're gonna force him to drop his Bell Haunt. End turn. 1524. We still have a Carnival Carnage with a critic combo. I think we're just gonna get that inheritance out for the timer on the game. And next turn I can do a Dagger Caster Carnival combo. Hero Precinct 1 coming into play. Okay. If we get another red mana, we can take care of him as well. Resolve all this. Why is my... Oh. Huh. Blocks. Take damage. Got the red. Okay. So 1 damage to everything. Bum. I'd like to kill you first. I think we still hit him for the 3 here. Or do I hold it? I think I'm gonna hold it. I don't know what the play is right now. 11, 10, 9. It gets him down to 8. Gets me into, oh god, Inheritance 4 territory quicker. I'm just gonna hold it. He's gonna take a draw on this. Sacrifice the locket. We will let him come in for the attack. He'll sacrifice and draw, it looks like. Twice. Alright. Put ourselves in a decent position on that turn there. Alright. 6. Got the Pestilent Spirit out. Huh, what's the play here? What is the play? I think the play is to wait a turn. Yeah, so my thought process here is I'll wait till I can attack with the Pestilent Spirit. Just drop another one out, okay? This means a lot of 2, so I'm definitely getting one creature through. And I'll need 5. I'll need 6 for this, right? 5, 6. So I can't pump. This might be game, unless he's holding some kind of removal deal. You can't block that. I think he realizes that we got him. Alright. Good game there. Another one well done. Departed deckhand, okay. Pressure is on. Alright, let's see, 3 mana, 2 colors. We have a pretty weak early game though. I can't do anything for really 3 turns. We're on the play. Kind of want to mulligan this. Don't think we improved ourselves. Alright. So we start at a little bit of a disadvantage on this one. So we got to turn 2 out of everything. Thirsting Shade may go down as one of the unsung heroes, not the MVP, but an unsung hero. Get out our Noxious. 2-point damage thing. If we get a Swamp, Fire Wheeler, we'll be Eyes Everywhere, okay. No blue mana, so that's just good for him. Doing a source everywhere and target non-land permanent. We have no way of destroying that too. I don't like that card. That's just a threat. That's just a permanent threat. Let's just make him sacrifice and send to 3. Oh, that's a Scry 1. That's a nice card. So he's not going to have to see my Dagger Caster come out on this one. Swing for another 3 damage, 1025. What's he need? 6 mana for this? So he's at 4. Okay, so we got 2 turns before he can use that. Just use his turn on the Sphinx. I think. Do I want to pump, or do I want to just do carnage damage? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, let's do that. No, I probably should have dropped in the Fire Wheeler, actually. Okay. Now he's got a discard. He will not get his 6th mana for an Eyes Everywhere. As long as we can get nice play. I think we still got it though. Two damage up to 1. Boom. Okay, we got it. Is that 16 or 7 wins? Did we do it? I haven't done one in a while. We did. We got it? We got it. 7 wins. Okay, great. So that nets us 2,200 gems in 3 packs. So we go up 200 gems through the run. And glad you all were here with us just to take a look at the deck. I don't think we can actually. Let's claim the prizes. That was it. So, everyone, thanks so much. Wait, maybe we can show it, can't we? No, maybe not. Okay. Well, everyone, I'm glad to be here with us. Thanks so much for taking the time to watching our video. If you enjoyed yourself and wouldn't mind a little bit of constructive criticism on how something could have done better, that's really all I'm interested in here. If you enjoy my gameplay, that's great. I'm glad you do. I'm just doing this for fun. So, everyone, thanks again, and we'll catch you another time over here at MaxxPowered Gaming.